All right. Here we go, babies. Hello there, College Park. What's your tea, babies? What is your tea? Honey, College Park is where it all goes down, honey. We live, we work, we play in every part of town, honey. College Park is Georgia's front door. College Park, baby. Whoo! We've got so much in store. What's going on, babies? How y'all doing out there? Yes, I know it's late, honey. Usually I'm doing this on the way to the donut factory, honey. Now I'm on my way to the villa, honey. I am on my way home. Child, we are leaving the donut factory, honey. I have already made the donuts, child, okay? Made a coin for the day, child. They worked me today. The key machine went out, honey. Oh, Lord, honey. We had all these check-ins. So we had to take the folks up to the rooms, and Karen and I had to let them in and all this kind of jazz until the key machine got back on point, which was about an hour. So, honey, I have been up and down the steps. I got all of my steps in for the day, okay? All of my steps in. All right? Then I had a guest, honey, who was that close from being called a whole bunch of ungodly names, child. Okay? That close. Because I'm trying to find out there was an incident she claimed that happened. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to this. She didn't want to that. And then expected me to just jump on a whim because she said something. I'm like, okay, Miss Thing, wait a minute, girl. I need to know what's going on. What's happening? I'm not saying anything until, and then she wanted to try to tell me my job. I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute, girl. What we're not going to do is try to tell me what it is I need to do, and then you're not giving me the information so I can ascertain what it is that I need to do. Okay? You know, I need to pontificate on a few solutions or whatever, but you're not giving me the vessel that I need or the juices or the gems, right? So that there was that, okay? But I want to talk to you guys, honey, because lo and behold, there's some controversy that done got started, and honey, y'all know I am not a part of Speak Up College Park anymore, right? It's been what? They have been up and running for what, 2.5, 3 years almost or whatever, and I have not been a part of them for what, almost 2 years now. Okay, I was banned, I was kicked out and carrying on. You know, Jake Rothschild, honey, when he was a part of it or whatever, done away with me. Julie was supposed to be bringing me back, and this, that, and the other, and I never got an invite to be back on that particular page. Okay? Thus, everything College Park, Georgia. Okay? We decided it was created in the initial beginning it was created to be an extension of the College Park Citizens Association, CPCA, right? It was supposed to have been that. We were supposed to take everything that we're doing over there at CPCA, and I knew your ass was gonna come out here and turn like that. Oh, thank you, Lord, for discernment. And I'm not sitting up here flying like a bat out of hell. It was, like I said, it's supposed to be an extension of CPCA to where we are allowing people to have an opinion about, you know, what's going on in the city, blah, 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 without being, you know, ogres about it, or without trying to stifle everybody's opinions or whatever, or because we disagree with someone that, you know, we go booting them out and all that kind of jazz like they did me. Because I was not the happy go along, get along with all of them and did not want to support their agenda. They decided that I was just too much, honey, and this, that, and the third. And whenever I challenged anyone over there, they felt that I was being too aggressive, okay? So instead of allowing the dialogue to go, they would go through and delete the conversations and carrying on and this, that, and the other, and they banned me. So over here at Everything College Park, Georgia, that is not what I do. And yes, I have had folks come to me and, oh, I don't think that should be up there. I'm like, I know, and I appreciate that, honey. But one of the things we're not going to do is that we are not going to become them. Okay? The song said, they not like us. No, they not like me, and I'm not like them. Okay? And then let me put it another way. Don't want to be like them. Okay? So, there's some things that we do over here at Everything College Park, Georgia, that, is a little bit different. Now, I'm the only moderator and stuff for the page, and this, that, and the other. So I know when folks coming over anonymously, because if you are a moderator of the page, you get to see who's doing what. Okay, you get to see who done created a nickname and all that kind of jazz. So yes, I know who they are, and I'm not going to tell either. Okay, because if they felt the need to be anonymous, long as I know who they are, it's cool. Y'all don't have to know. Okay, y'all don't have to know. And as long as what they're posting is not going to be offensive, and it's not going to sit up here and create all kinds of division and carrying on, I will allow it. Okay? I will allow it. Now, during this election season, because now we're about to get ready to vote, only thing I'm going to that's going to be up there saying, make sure you get out to vote. Go vote on such and such so-and-so day. We're not endorsing candidates and carrying on. Y'all know, and I'm going to say this out loud, y'all know that I support Joe Karn and carrying on, but I'm not going to put any of my political support up on the page, because I got to lead by example. So all of my political support for him will be elsewhere. I got some voicemails coming. I mean, not voicemail. I got some voice-over work and carrying on. My company, District T Entertainment, we created a jingle for him, honey, that I think you would like, for both for his campaign and for Ward 2. So that's coming soon, okay? But I got to put all that together, and I got to do it quickly. Miss Thing, what the fuck are you doing? How in the hell are you backing up on the street, bitch? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to do all that cussing, but I am driving. I'm over here, but Trinity, y'all know Main Street becomes Lee and all these other different names. I'm down here by Ralph David Abernathy, and I'm driving, and this child missed his turn, apparently. But instead of going around the corner, this fool wants to hit reverse and backs the car up towards me, backwards, to get into the turn. Okay, my head just started hurting for that. Okay. So, I'm sorry. But I said all that, with Everything College Park, because that's what this page. Now, once we get over election and carrying on, then we go back to doing regular. But I'm trying not to get into this whole endorsing and carrying on, because y'all know who y'all gonna vote for right now, and I don't want to get into all that nastiness and the bashings, of which, let's go into this. I titled today, I think I'm Big Meach, Larry Hoover. Okay, because apparently I got snapshots and screenshots of folks, baby, y'all blowing me up, saying, oh my God, Meach, somebody trying to act like you, or somebody trying to sound like you, or somebody trying to imitate you, or whatever. So I went to go read this little piece. And, they wearing Roger Gay out, honey, wearing him out, and this, that, and the other. And I want to go on the record, okay? Oh, excuse me. I want the record to reflect, no, that is not me over there in Speak Up College Park. Okay, I don't have access to the page. As a matter of fact, I would not have even known that this existed if it had not been for the several people who sent me screenshots and was like, oh, Meach, this ain't you, and they trying to sound like you, and they use the vernacular and carrying on. They're trying to get real cutesy with the gay stuff, and ooh, baby, and child, and ooh, let me spill the tea. See, they're doing all that little colorful shit, honey. And of course, I'm not the only one that sings all that kind of jazz. But because of what's going on and the stakes that we have right now, honey, you know, any and everything can be possible. And election time is really war, okay? We are basically at war. And the children, honey, they're going to do what the children going to do to try to endorse their candidates and et cetera, et cetera. Now, let me go here and I'm going to say this. Y'all know Roger Gay and I, honey, have a frenemy relationship, right? And okay, I go public. I say this all the time, honey. Whenever we're not talking politics, honey, Roger Gay is a hoot and a half, honey. He is just a card to be around, honey. Okay, I would love to be at a function with him when we're not talking politics. Okay, we could just let our head down and carrying on, honey, and Roderick gonna be Roderick, okay? And that we know, right? However, you know, his political stance or whatever, now we are polar opposites most of the time, and I still stood up and I tell him, and I've told him this on several times to his face, Roderick, you have wonderful, wonderful ideas, darling. Your execution is what gets you in trouble, okay? With the masses and carrying on. So I told him that to his face. And if I'm that bold to do that to his face, the stuff that was coming to me, honey, that you guys are wondering about because it was an anonymous post and this, that, and the other, honey, Demetria don't have to post anything anonymous, okay? I don't need to. I'm 55 years young, 55, double nickels, and I love saying that I'm double nickels. I do not have to be anonymous about any damn thing, trust truly. Okay, if I have to be anonymous about it, then there's no need to say it. You know what I mean? Or if I don't want it to come from my lips, I know who I can get to do it for me. Okay, and I can co-sign them or whatever the case may be. I know how to do me. Okay, for those of y'all, if this was a stunt, let me put it this way, because it may not have been. Because when I read it, I got an idea of who it might be. Because me and this person talk on the phone regularly, so I got an idea of who I think it might be, okay? However, I could be wrong, and it could be a ploy. It could be one of those dastardly things, honey, to try to get you guys to think that I'm this, and this, or you know, I'm out here being messy and all that kind of jazz, and that's the furthest from the truth. The furthest thing from the truth, okay? So I just want to go public with that and state that is nowhere near me. Those who are trying, if this is a stunt and y'all trying to act like me and carrying on, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, honey. So am I flattered? Oh, child, okay. I'll take the little kudos and the kikis for that, okay? We'll kiki, but oh, honey, you did that. We'll do that. Okay, we'll kiki with you. But if you're trying to sit up there and make it seem as though Demetrius is doing something underhandedly, please, I'm going to say stop. And I'm going to say it nicely right now. Please stop. Because if you don't know me by now, honey, you never will. Ain't that what my mama Patty LaBelle say? If you don't know me by now, you never will. Okay? I gotta take that off because that's a coworker trying to call me, honey. I am gone. Okay? So that's what we're dealing with. Now let me address something else because, again, it's the same, I ain't gonna cuss like that. I ain't gonna call him out his name like that right now because I want to. But it's the same BS that we have to contend with. And that, Mr. James, most James the Fourth, I appreciate the fact that you feel the need to come on Everything College Park and state your opinion. I love it, actually. As a matter of fact, I even welcome it because I want you to know that just because we have a difference of opinion, that your opinion, it has a place, and you are welcome over here at Everything College Park, Georgia, simply because you're a human being, okay, and you have a voice, right? Now, when I feel the need to challenge that voice or shape it in some kind of way so we can have clarity and we can have context and we can have some sense of some sense of cohesion, then yes, I would challenge you and carry it on. Now, you want to sit up here and get on this whole thing about Mrs. Motley Broom coming down off of the dais and having to do public comments and this, that, and the other. And you would still on this thing about how she asked for stuff to come off of the consent agenda and nobody votes for her and this, that, and the other. And I'd say this. And I challenge you all the time with this because, honey, you, of all people, knows that she is a lawyer. She is an officer of the court. She knows exactly how to get around certain things, and she knows exactly what the law is. But yet, as I told you, since you want to sit there and act like, oh, I must be talking slow, let me write this slower so that you can understand, and all these little dots are carrying on. And I said, just like I said, you are one of her fucking minions, okay, that want to sit up here and do her bidding for her because you all up in your emotions. Miss Thing knows what she can and cannot do, okay? She also knows that the questions that she wants answered, if she wants to work with this council, she know how to work with them because she can have all those questions answered before the meeting, like everybody else. Okay, before the meeting. Okay, that there is that's her duty. Okay, if she could go around everywhere else in that damn city hall, honey, and try to get the employees to do this and the employees to do that, and city manager to do this, like she said before, when she was always on out of Darren, I go over there and I ask for this, and I ask. She know how to send emails, she know how to do all that, but she refuses to work with this council. She has been saying in the past, she hasn't said it lately, but in the past she has went on record as saying that she will not work with this council. She's afraid of her life to be with them talking one-on-one without some kind of mediator present. And all this old stupidness that has nothing to do with nothing but a bunch of drama. And you keep wanting to sit there and bump your damn gums and want to support her bullshit and say that this woman is not being heard and this woman this and the council that. No, this woman is using you as a little lapdog, little toy, and you refuse to see it. And all of y'all who sit up there and want to run to her defense, y'all say the exact same thing, and y'all sit up there and let her play y'all like that when y'all know damn well what she can and cannot do. You know it. She knows it. All right, she knows it. And the bottom line to this, if y'all want to see her change, y'all want the council to change and work with her, she got to open up her damn mouth and do what she need to do. And that there is say, hey, I want this and I need this, and can I talk with you guys and this and another. Listen, y'all over there in Ward 1, she is a citizen of Ward 1. And y'all bitch moan and complain about how inaccessible your councilwoman is. And yes, she sit right there on the dais, right there with her, looking her dead in her face. And not one time has this woman gone to her own councilman and said what her goddamn complaints are. And you know what? Y'all follow in her goddamn footsteps. And y'all bullshitting. You're bullshitting. Oh, that shit pisses me off because y'all want to bump y'all gums on stuff, and yet the problem is so goddamn simple, it's complicated. It is so simple, it's complicated. Open up your mouth and say, listen, can I take a meeting? If you want representation there so you can feel like your life is not in danger, bring in somebody. Have somebody there. The question is, who does she trust? Can we get it? Let's start there. Who does she trust that's not going to be biased? Huh? Who can she trust that's going to sit up there and absolutely be somebody who's going to be fair? I would love to do it, but you know what? Y'all will sit up there and say, oh no, because I'm so-and-so's friend. Oh, I supported Joe. Y'all ain't going to let me do it, because y'all know damn well I will bite into that ass. Y'all know damn well I would. You know I would. And that's what you don't want, see? And I'm going to tell you, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it again out loud. Y'all know I was not necessarily the happiest camper with Lindell Miller. What in the... Oh, wait a minute. That's Lavelle, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to call him back in a minute. I'm going to finish this. That's my brother. His birthday tomorrow, y'all. Okay. I was not the happiest camper because I didn't like how it was done. Okay? I'm still not sure of her qualifications, but now that she's here, we're going to deal with it, right? But I'm going to tell y'all something like I already know. And I've been saying this ever since it happened. When that letter was read into the record about that decision that came down from the federal judge and how the Motley Broom's case was dismissed and how the city clerk said, Madam Mayor, may I be recognized? So what is the hell? What is all this water? We got a water main break somewhere, y'all. I'm down here. Oh no, it's not a water main break. It looked like it's something. I'm right here in front of our new school and City Hall. All this doggone water out here. They got a police car out here too. I don't know. It looked like we got a flood or something. It looked like it might be a water main break or something that flooded. Wow. Okay. Anyway, okay, that's troubling me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's kind of bothering me a little bit, but I think they own it because, like I said, there's a police car out here. But when they read that when she read that in the record, and Mrs. Motley Broom said, Madam Clerk, who gave you that? And Madam Clerk said, Madam Mayor, I got that from the city manager's office earlier today. You heard a rat pissed on cotton, honey. You heard it. I said, oh, wait. That wasn't supposed to happen. Not like that. Not like that. And then here's the other rub. When she asked who she got it from, I just knew they were going to say from the council, right? That was my thing, because I thought the council was going to address it, right? No. That sister said, we got that from the city manager. Baby, listen to me very carefully when I tell you this. Lindell Miller, baby girl, sister woman, honey, I need for everything that you know from your Jamaican heritage and carrying on with your, I think it's Jamaica or the Haiti, whichever island you from, girl, I need for you to go into your ancestral planes and call all the gods and the ancestors to come and give you protection. Because Miss Thing, when I tell you, you are, when I tell you that particular stuff right there, girl, Miss Thing coming for you, honey. She coming for you, baby. Yes, she is. She coming for you. She coming for you. Because you embarrassed her. That came from your office. If it come from the council, she already expected the council to cut up. That came from the city manager's office. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. No, no, no. Now, yeah, I'm really so done with all of this. I'll be glad when this damn election is over. Okay, I'll be glad when this is over. Hines, what's this child's name? Mr. Hines. What is his first name? Start with an M. Is it Marcus? Mario? Mauricio? It's not. No. I know Mario Malcolm. I ain't Mario Malcolm. It's Hines. Whatever his name is. And I don't mean that disrespectful. I just can't think of his name right now. He just recently commented on my post about this whole thing that they saying that the HC, the Historical College Park Neighborhood Association meeting that y'all just had, where folks got called me telling us, oh, this is like a Black Klan rally. Okay, and somebody asked, well, what does that look like? Well, darling, you gotta ask. Hell, there's black folks coming together trying to deem and tear up other black folks sounding like they're Klans members. Okay? And now, I wasn't even there. But now we got the defense that the folks will say, well, no, it wasn't like that. And my whole question is, how are you having a voters meeting or voter education on an election that you can't vote in? And Mr. Hines is like, oh, but we're citizens and we could talk about anybody who's voting because all of the counts affect the whole city. Yeah, you're damn right that all of the counts affect. But from what I'm told that doesn't happen at this meeting, honey, y'all sit up there asking questions and carrying on that has nothing to do with somebody who you can vote for. The question that you're asking about ethics and this, that, and the other has nothing to do with how you're going to vote because you cannot vote for them. So who is your support behind? You can't sit up there and say this, and this because of this, and this. They try to tell you. Y'all on these doggone cards. Y'all keep talking about these damn gift cards and whatever the hell. Now we got gift card gate, right? Okay? Y'all so desperate. Y'all are fucking desperate. That's what it is. Y'all are so desperate to want to have something come out of this. To where, child, it really doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to do this illegally because I can't get to my thing like I want to. Okay, I'm going to do that like that. I usually don't go in the out like that. I usually do my clicker. But I got y'all on here, so I can't go to my clicker. Honey, no. Y'all are so desperate. And the question that I have is this. What are you going to get out of it? If you are not going to be a part of the solution by saying, you know what? Let's work with the council. Let's get involved some kind of way to where they can appreciate my voice versus hearing my criticisms. If you're not going to do that, then what the fuck is the point? Is this just so that we can have gossip and fodder? Just so that we can have something to talk about? Everybody want to be Bonnie Raitt right about now. And the song says, let's give them something to talk about, right? But y'all want to sing it, or do you want to produce it? Because, darling, everything that's going on, honey, y'all lost your minds. Y'all have really and truly lost your minds, and they're getting mad when somebody criticizes it or when someone challenges you. When someone challenges you, then you want to sit up here and da-da-da-da-dee. Every time we ask God to come on out to this, come on out to that, what do we get? Oh, I have to work. Oh, no, I can't because my mother is sick and I have to take care of my mother and I won't be able to do X, Y, and Z. Oh, no, wait a minute, Mo Jane's favorite one. Oh, no, I ain't got time for that. That's Mo Jane's favorite one. Oh, I don't have time to do all that. Okay, those are the favorite lines. Okay, but anytime we ask you, okay, let's remove the criticisms, okay? Let's come and be unified, right? And it's so cliche. It is so cliche. Let's come together and work together. And we hear that so much to where it is only talk. Because the sad thing is that it's the same handful of people. It's the same handful of y'all. It's probably about 40 total. And I'm going to go on in there. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say maybe it's 50 of y'all. Okay, maybe. But we do know that it's at least 12 of y'all, honey, that's always running y'all damn mouths. 12. Already. How did you have that already? And the shit just happened. So how did you have it already? It's not supposed to be public, but you got it and went public. How did you do that? See, y'all don't even have enough sense to let us just sit on it. Calculate. Y'all don't even have enough sense to strategize about it before you go doing something stupid. Because now, you see, I keep telling y'all love that gotcha. Y'all love to have that gotcha moment. And so now we all know that all of this is in preparation for Monday's meeting, right? So how many of y'all is it going to take to come up there and flood public comments so y'all can sit up there and say y'all love do-I-ditties? Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Ridiculousness. Completely. But okay, this is the game y'all want to play, right? We gonna double dutch this, so I gotta wait. I'm waiting for my turn to jump, so I get into the right rope, so that my foot don't get caught and my hand don't get caught at the same time, and I can jump and do my little tricks and turn around and spin around and backflip in the double dutch rope. That's what we doing? Or are we playing jacks? Because see, y'all know I'm still good at jacks. I can take and flip the jacks, so I'm not gonna do my onesies. I go straight to my twos. Or are we playing twilly-lee? Twilly-lee, 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 tweet, 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 tweet. You going up or down first, honey? We go left, right, up, down. When we playing with 4 hands. Huh. So these are the games that we playing. Okay. That's fine. But the more that I see this, the more that I know that I'm going to continue to push for my College Park round table. Okay. I don't know. I might call it Earl Grey tea, College Park tea, College Park Earl Grey, or something. Okay. Maybe I might call it John Calvin, since we got 2 John Calvin streets, honey. What we got? John Calvin and, what's the other John Street we got, honey? I'll call it something so that we can have these kind of discussions, because College Park needs its own local political show that we can put up on public access. Yeah, I'm still there. So that I can invite y'all to the table so that y'all can sit there and listen to your own asses when we do the playback. Listen to yourselves, and I want to see how well you're going to come up with solutions, because you still ain't came up with no solutions. Oh, and I want y'all to ask the mayor this. Since we're so busy worried about spending, what has she done with her $900,000 that she was allocated for community enhancements? Since she's worried about the spending, has she donated any of that money back into these other causes? Did she put it back into the general fund, since she's claiming everybody's spending so much money? Did she take hers and say, I'm going to help the community by just taking my $900,000 and putting it back here because I don't agree with council, so we're going to put that back in the reserves? Did she do that? What is she going to do with it? It's already budgeted. It's sitting there. What are her pet projects that she wants to do in the community, since she says she's the mayor for the entire city? She needs a communication outreach program or something so that folks in wards 2 and 4 can know who the fuck she is. Since the apartment communities don't know her, wouldn't it behoove her to work with her council people in the wards that gave her the least amount of votes so that she could become a little bit more popular? just asking for a friend. Since she's over and has all this authority for the housing authority, couldn't she take some of that money to make repairs in the housing authority? Or does she have to wait federally? Because all that money is coming from federal. We got reserves and state and federal. She can find a way to do that, can't she? Because it's community enhancement. Where are all the ambassadors for College Park, for community enhancements? Where's her health initiative? Because she was on a health kick once upon a time, too. Where she was out running. I'm running I'm running through the city. I'm not. Where's her health initiative? She's doing this mayor for the day. Where is her health? Where is her program that's going to show folks or teach students how to get involved in the political process? Why isn't she working with her councilwoman who had the youth council program? What happened to her resource center that she was supposed to be doing since Cardi Red took her computers back? From the remember all that? We don't even hear about that computer lab and carrying on much, do we? Where is that money going? I'm gonna let y'all sit on that for a minute. Okay? Let me call my brother back. Cause I usually talk to him on the way home and carrying on. And is it after midnight? Because if it is, I got to wish him a happy birthday and all that kind of jazz and this, that, and the other. And, yeah. So, back to the thing. No, honey, Big Meach does never have to do anything anonymously, honey. If I got something to say, y'all know I will say it. And if it's a difficult conversation, I do not try to go into necessarily hurt anybody. I'm very compassionate. And so I try to do things in a way that's very diplomatic for the most part. However, if I'm shooting from the hip, I'm going to shoot from the hip. And I'm always going to be in truth. It is my goal to stay in truth. And if I'm found out I'm lying, I come back and correct myself. Okay. Or misspoke. I do not intentionally try to go out to lie about anything, honey. What for? That's too much damn work. That is too much work to intentionally lie, then I got to go backtrack for what? Child, it didn't work when I was a child. Okay, I got my ass beat, okay, when I thought it was going to work. It didn't work then. Lord knows it's not going to work now. Especially how nosy all you children are, honey, want to go up in here and want to go look at this and want to go look at that and call yourself research or somebody. So be that as it may, honey. Y'all ponder on that. Sit down on that for a little minute. Sit down on that for a little minute. Understand consent agendas, honey, are consent agendas for a reason. Okay. They are consent agendas for a reason. If somebody don't want something on there, the voting populace are the ones to pull it. Because they do what? They deliberate. See, let me, wait a minute, I'm trying to hang up. See, that's the other thing. Motley Broom wanted to take stuff off the consent agenda because why? She says she has questions. She wants to deliberate. She cannot deliberate. Wanted to stretch this out. She is not supposed to unless she does it in the form of, I have questions, and she don't never do this. I keep stressing this. She could go before the council and say, I'm exercising my right to not call the motion right now because I have questions and concerns that I can ask before I call a motion. If she says that, she could shut everybody's mouth. But she doesn't. Those of y'all who sit up there and say, oh, she could, Y'all don't educate her. She knows how to do that. She's a lawyer. This is what she does as a mediator. And as a mediator, isn't it her job to find a common way for both sides to talk? So she's supposed to be the voice of reason. I hear this and I hear this. Let's do it this way. How come we can't do this? Can we talk here? Because I'm hearing your point, I'm hearing your point, but I think the matter is here. Can we talk here? Can I suggest this? She doesn't do that, does she? No. She wants to scold folks like she's scolding children. That's not what this is. And then she placates the drama by saying, oh, well, the citizens need to know. That's the drama. Because it's enough of y'all said to say, oh, my tax money. Oh, we got too many festivals. Oh, we got too many this. But yet when y'all start to listen to the number of sponsors that have sponsored this and sponsored that, I'm still upset at the fact that y'all went after the Granville group. Y'all went after Granville because they spent all their own money and gave that stuff away. And the citizens went after a business and said, you spent too much money of their money. Really? That still ain't set well with me. Still ain't set well. So now, y'all ponder on that. Let me call my brother back. I'll talk with y'all again soon. Ciao.